Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming my long awaited, highly anticipated, my reaction to my baddest moments on Bad Girls Club. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Susan. I like to make videos about makeup, fashion, and lifestyle. If you aren't familiar with what Bad Girls Club is, it's essentially a show about 7 girls that behave bad. And we're put in a house. There's no prize, we don't win anything. You're just on this show as like an experiment, I think. I mean, I really don't know like what the point of the show is. Like, so many people have asked me, wait, so like do you win something? Like, is it a competition or something? And it's like, I think it's just an experiment. I don't know. But I was on that show when I was 21, and I was kicked off the show after like 10 days, I think, for being bad. So that is what we're gonna react to today. And before we start this, like, I really want to talk about how I even got on the show, why I got on the show, and yeah. So when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, Bad Girls Club was my favorite show. Like, I knew, or I watched every single season. I was that teenager that loved the show. I always envisioned myself being on TV. Like, I always saw myself being on some type of show, and Bad Girls Club was like the show that I really liked to watch. So I always would like think to myself, like, if I was on that show, how would I be? Like, what would my character be like? But I never really thought I'd be on the show. That's what I would think when I was younger. But yeah, and so then the opportunity came to me when I was 21, and I was hesitant at first because I was like, well, actually, I take that back. I wasn't hesitant right away. Like, when the opportunity came to me and I sent my information, like, they make you sign up, they make you answer all these questions, and you send photos. And so I emailed that information to one of the producers, and she reached out to me. I don't know, I can't remember if she called me. No, she did call me. She called me and she emailed me saying, okay, go to this open casting call that we're gonna have in the Seattle area. And I'm not gonna lie, when she said that, I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to a casting call, because I don't want to be around a bunch of women that think that they're bad girls. Like, that doesn't sound like something I want to do. So I literally told her that, like, I don't want to do that, thanks, but no thanks. And she was like, no, well, wait a minute, let me take your information and I'll be in touch. And I was like, okay. So I thought that they were just gonna be done with me because I didn't want to go to the open casting call. But she called me like the very next day and was like, so I talked to producers, I sent them your information and your photos, and they actually are interested in just moving you forward, like skipping through the open casting call and just moving you forward to an on-camera green screen interview. And so I was like, oh, sure. And they were like, it's gonna be held in Seattle. You'll need to go to this hotel. And that's when I got hesitant. I was like, a hotel? But I went with somebody, so I wouldn't go alone. And when you go into the room, there is like a huge green screen, and it's just a lady in there that interviews you. So like then the hesitation went away. But I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. And so I interviewed. I just interviewed. I talked about myself, what makes me a bad girl, all this. I can't remember exactly what questions they asked, but yeah, I just did the interview, told them a little bit about myself, and that was that. And then they told me, she told me, so as soon as that interview wrapped up, she was like, okay, so I am interested in pursuing you further, so go home and make an at-home video of your daily life, like record yourself, like what you do, like, you know, something about your daily life. And I was like, sure, I can do that. So I recorded myself. I think I was cooking something and talking to the camera, but I wasn't sure that I was gonna get on the show. Like, I was still like, I don't know, but I'm already pursuing it, let's just go for it. So I turned that information in, and I mean, they got back to me so quick. It was like crazy. Like, everything, they just kept getting back to me so quick. So I was like that's when I was like, I think that I'm, like, I know I auditioned to be on this show, but I think I actually might be on this show. They got back to me right away, and they were like, so we got your information, we got your video, everything's looking great, we'll be in touch. And so like my life kind of continued. I think they were like calling me though, like it was like weeks, it was like a week. They explained to me before, like after they got my home video, they explained to me like this is a long process, so, you know, we're interviewing a lot of girls, so it's gonna take a while for us to get back to you, but we will get back to you. And I said okay. So it had been like a couple weeks, but they were keeping in touch. Every single week that would go by, someone would reach out to me and tell me like, I just want to let you know you're still like in the running, we're just still going through so much application, I don't know, we're still going through the process of the casting, and so we just want to let you know that you're still in the running. So I was like okay. And I called my mom and I told her, I was like, Mom, like the producers, they just keep calling me. So yeah, my mom was like, yeah, I already know you're gonna be on the show, they're already calling you, like they're really interested obviously, and I just want you to know like I'm not 100% supportive. I don't think you should go on the show. I don't think that you're a bad girl, and I don't think that it's something you should do. And at that age, I was very like free-spirited. I'm still stubborn, but very free-spirited and not really thinking about the consequences of my actions in the moment. I was like so impulsive, and I was just like, I'm gonna act on it because I want to do this. Like I want to go on Bad Girls Club. I think the opportunity just came to me in such a perfect manner that I'm just gonna go for it. So my mom was like, okay, if that's what you want to do. And because at the same time I understand, she was like, you know, you're my daughter, I don't want you to go on a show called Bad Girls Club. And I understood that, but at the same time, you know, I was 21, so of course I wasn't living in our house. But I understand that she was just trying to guide me in a different direction, which now I'm like, oh, I wish I would have listened to my mom, because I do not like the way I was portrayed, but we'll talk about that in the end. So they call me, they're like, so the producers actually chose you as one of the finalists to come to LA and do a final green screen interview. And I was like, okay, cool. So they flew me out there. I did the final green screen interview, and I'm telling you, as soon as I was done with the interview, I knew I was going to be on the show, because just their energy and their reaction and how into the interview they were, I was just like, I know I'm on the show. Like I just knew it. And I've never been that confident about anything before. So I went home, and they probably called me a couple days later, like, you know, we're still deciding. So they called me and they were like, okay, so after going through all the applications and going through all the interviews, we have chosen you to be casted on Bad Girls Club season 17. And when she said that, it was like, it's not like I knew it, but it's still such a shock. It was like, what? Like, I'm really gonna do this? This is crazy. And so I was so excited. I told my best friends, I called my mom, my sisters. Everybody was excited for me, and me and my friends went out to celebrate. It was like such like great news, because everybody knew how much I liked the show, and the fact that I even really went and pursued it and got on the show, I think everyone was just like, it was like a proud moment. Like everyone was like, wow, like it's amazing, go for it, do you. From the moment that they told me I was casted to the first day we started filming, I can't remember exactly how much time was in between that, but it wasn't too much time. So, you know, I packed up my bags and went to LA thinking I'm about to be filming for 2 months. 2 months? I don't know how long they filmed. And from the moment I got there, I remember getting there in the evening and not knowing what to expect. You know, they put me in a hotel. Then I woke up and producers came to my door and were like, okay, they were like helping me choose an outfit for how I'm gonna walk into the house, and like they helped me pick something out, and then they were like, okay, we're literally gonna start filming. I don't know if it was the same day or the day after that, I can't remember, but I was like, what, like that fast? Like, wow, okay. I mean, it was just crazy, because I'm like, I don't have any like training in acting. Are we gonna be acting? I wasn't sure. Like I didn't know what to expect, but they're like, no, you're going on camera, like that's it. And I was like, oh wow, okay. So I remember thinking like, okay, I know that I'm on this show now, but I don't know what's gonna happen because of this show, because I wasn't really like a person that was seeking to become famous, or I wasn't like an aspiring model or actress or musician. I was just a fan of Bad Girls Club that happened to get on the show. So I was like, if I become famous off of this, like, I don't even care about the fame, because that's not what I even want. But I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever happens, happens, you know? And so that's how I was when I was younger. I was very impulsive, very, like, I had no regard for what the future held. I was just always living in the moment. Like, anything that I wanted to do, I would fully pursue it, like, whatever. I never cared. Like, whatever the consequences, whatever, wherever this is gonna bring me, I don't care. I'm just living in the moment. I was very, very free-spirited and wild. I was only on the show for 10 days. And in those 10 days, I could not believe how much footage they had of me. Because in the season, there's like, so I've never fully seen my season of Bad Girls Club. After I saw the way I was portrayed, I didn't watch past episode 2. I saw the way I was being portrayed, and I was like, this is nowhere near authentic or true to who I am. It's a very highly edited version of me, a very highly edited, drunk version of me. And I think we can all agree on the fact that when you're nervous and you take the nerves away by drinking, and then you get too drunk, you talk too much, you say too much. With the Bad Girls Club, you couldn't really, like, there's no way you could see the footage. You only see the footage along with everybody else. So it's not like you can tell somebody like, oh no, delete, take that away, like, I was super drunk. You can't do any of that. You just have to live with it. So like, you film the show and then it's aired, and that's it. And I wasn't thinking like that in the moment. I wasn't thinking like, watch what you're saying. Well, I was just like being free, and I don't care, you know. I didn't really think about the future. So yes, I didn't watch the full season. Out of the 10 episodes in the season, I was on 4 of them, which is crazy because they filmed for like 2 months and I was there for 10 days. 2 months or maybe less. But it was just crazy to me that they got that much footage of me. But nonetheless, let's get started and I will react to my baddest moments. Okay.
Party and I made out with every single guy I danced with, and I had a boyfriend at the time. I mean, was it 30 guys? I don't even remember. On the East Coast, like, women are just so hard and so mean. I feel like on the West Coast, we're so chill. I'm a bad girl because I live my life on my own terms, by my own rules. I am unapologetically me. I am married. I do see somebody regularly, and I have somebody else that I have a relationship with as well. It says ho 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 on it because I just want to be honest about who you are, you know?
Wow.
With this leave.
Clearly, I was being sarcastic.
With this leave, it's just over for you, so don't do it. I am damn proud of where I'm from. I represent the West Coast, been here my whole life. I don't think I'll ever leave. It's made me who I am, and it's given me the tough skin that I have. Like this on, bitch. They don't like us because they automatically say we're bougie, we're stuck up, we think we're better. I'll take that too. You have a husband? You're married? I am married. I married this guy because this is the guy that with my family would be proud of married. We got married because he's Muslim.
What am I even talking about?
That was like his only way that he could have sex. But because of his religion, we had to get married already. Like, so do you love him? Of course I do. So are you faithful? Absolutely not. Has he ever like caught you like? He's never caught me. There's somebody you talking to other men. No, he doesn't even take care of me. I haven't worked for like the past year of my life. Doesn't take care, and it's not him that's paying my bills.
Like, what was I even talking about? I don't even know.
It's this guy, and he is hot, and I decided to just get his number.
This is so cringy, you guys. Like, God.
I'm so blindsided right now, and I'm so mad. And at this point, I feel like Sayora is a punk ass bitch. I can't believe she just.
I don't know why I'm crying.
So
I have no idea why I'm crying.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You gotta learn who to trust, boo. Right now, Kiki, Key, and Shayla are all together. Seven does her own thing. Sayora is just a fake bitch, and Francesca's somewhere in the corner. I will never trust Sayora again with anything. I'm not gonna forgive her just yet, but I'm just gonna forget about it. We might be able to grow, but this is just one crack that just can't go away. Like, the reason I love you is because it's like you're so different from us. How do you feel? Like, being the only person that's like literally the most positive there. Francesca's just a different type of bad girl. She's really positive, she's really sweet and caring, and maybe that's all we need right now. And I feel like all of us here together having these positive vibes can be a good thing. What's best for you? Ew, shut the like, what the don't nobody censor me. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm grown. We ain't censoring y'all. It's just like, oh my god. I'm telling you not to talk about it. You said you would cheat on your husband. I didn't say anything about that. Don't talk about my husband. What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me? I'm not telling you I'm gonna hit you. I'm talking about right now. Stop playing with me. Stop.
I didn't even see that. I didn't see what that was when I in the moment.
Cheating on my husband. Well, those are two totally different things. My husband's real. You're sitting on a guy's face is not real. Let this girl keep trying me, and it's over for her. Why do you cheat on your husband? Why do you have to pull up the husband part though?
I can just tell how drunk I was.
Okay, so then that's my bad. So then that's my bad. But you don't bring up my husband. I didn't bring him up. I am gonna talk to her, but I'm talking to you first. I'm talking to you first. But you're not gonna cheat on your husband, you absolutely whore. Have you seen me cheat on my husband though?
Like who like stands up and charges at somebody for that? It was so clear that Kiki was just there to put on a show. So.
I didn't say you didn't stay neutral. I didn't say you stayed fake as. How? From the beginning. That's fine. You did me wrong. I apologize. Because I wasn't your blast you too, because I know what blast me, bitch! I don't have to. Okay, then don't say you're gonna if you don't have to. If it comes down to it, I got these hands and they work. I got these hands and I got these hands and like I don't think anyone can understand what she's saying. It's like so fucking annoying. Sierra's a dumbass bitch. None of my sisters even graduated.
I feel like they like edited that and didn't even post, or they didn't even show the fact that she also opened up to me about so much, and like they like only showed me talking to her about that, but they never showed her and what she said to me. It's almost like they were like they purposely made it seem like I just completely opened up to her and she didn't open up to me, and it was like, what the hell, why are you opening up to this girl that didn't even open up to you? But she actually did. I just didn't remember what she said. She said all kinds of things.
Is that why my sheet is dirty? Where is it dirty?
My sheet was dirty.
What the? On the end or something. Keep picking on me, you're gonna get a reaction out of me you would have never expected. I really want to hurt somebody. I heard what you did today. Yeah? But you don't put your on my bed. Okay, so what are you gonna do? All I'm saying is you don't do that. So I mean, I'm ready. Girl, I'm so bored. Like, how you? What you gonna do? So you're doing this because you're bored? Yeah, but then on my bed. That was hella fun. Stop playing with me, girl. That was hella funny. You pushing it. So what am I pushing? So what am I pushing? Don't come at me like that. No, I'm not coming at you. I'm trying to stay calm. You need to back up. You need to back up. You need to. The only thing I regret is I didn't get to punch her not once in her face. All I did was body slam that bitch. Oh, that bitch laughing like if this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Key is a savage, and she has one mean left hook. I love seeing Sarah get her ass kicked. I feel like it's for a good reason.
I can't remember why they even fought. Like, I don't even remember.
Look, every time, but you still want to run up. Bitch, just stay yourself. Just say nothing, bitch, because you ain't got nothing to do here. Me and my girls are just sitting there and talking about how we're like this science experiment that's like being watched, and we're like feeling like gerbils at this point. Being in this house is not easy, so it's like nice to see. We can all really have fun together. Oh, I want to get waxed so bad. You're my follower, and you're a follower. You know I Susan. Monday. Oh my god. So my mom calls me and she's like, Susan, our good friend died today. And he was my little sister's best friend. Si estas pendejas no se callan. I don't speak Spanish. Who are you talking to, Vicky? Bitch, you mocking me. Shut the f*** up. It's Dash. What? No, I'm just scream on this. What? I'm gonna get you too. I got something for you, Vicky. You better be ready. Those bitches better shut the f*** up, cause I ain't playing that shit. My husband died too. That mouth better come with some hands. Frank can get beat the f*** up too. She's gonna get checked. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep taking shit until I really hurt somebody. So I'm gonna f*** that bitch up and I'm gonna come home.
Oh my god, this moment right here will go down in
I don't wanna look at her.
some of my most embarrassing moments. You know what I like is that I feel like in every like altercation I was in or any situation that I was in that it looked like I was about to fight, it was like 7 was always right there. Because I feel like we actually had a genuine connection.
And just because you're not cooling down either, I just want no one to make any bad choices.
There's certain things that we just can't allow for.
Oh, I remember this
Last
day.
night, you had a weapon in your hand. It's a
Who told me
situation.
to wear that shirt?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm asking you to pack your bags and go home.
Okay. I absolutely think the producers are making the right call with sending me home. It's best for everyone involved and everyone's safety that I go home. As I'm leaving the house, I wouldn't change anything. I love the person I represented because it's truly who I am. You have a husband? I do. You're married? I am married. So are you faithful? Absolutely not. Kiki, Say, and Francesca, at the reunion, it's going down. All I'm saying, if you can talk that talk, you better walk that walk. You're married? I am married. So how does it feel seeing everybody again? Oh, I didn't even see that.
You guys, at the reunion I was so drunk. I was on one.
Yes. I like your shoes. They're cute, girl. Thank you. You're welcome. What you doing? I'm just taking off my shoes. No. What? I did.
Sayora taking off her shoes.
You're getting ready for something. No, Tanisha. I'm really not. I'm on a show with girls that want to put on a show. And if y'all want a show, I'll give y'all a show. This girl right here who looks up to you.
Oh, that outfit, like my outfits during this whole thing, I'm just like cringy.
This girl really ain't. Are you kidding me? This girl really ain't. Are you? This girl really ain't. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Mom. Whenever I fight, it's for a reason. I'm not playing no games before, so like. I do worse. Yes, and I apologize. Are you still, in fact, with your husband? Okay, no. I'm not married anymore. So you decided it's no good for you, your time. Both of us did. In his religion, he is from Senegal, Africa. His dad has 2 wives. No, he had 2 wives. He has a child with another woman. So I told him where I'm from, if you're seeing more than one person, I can see more than one person. So now we're really good friends. We still see each other. We're just no longer together. Wow. Now, Susan, do you regret what happened in the house? I don't. Not at that time. Bitch. That's why I don't like it. Don't nobody cheer for this.
Hello, everyone. I have something to ask you. Will you add your name to join my campaign?
No.
Like, that's big. You got either her in the car talking about, damn, she was like, I would love to sit on somebody's face. I was like, hell yeah, that sounds good. I don't want to hear about attempted homicide. Bitch, shut the f*** up, bitch. Shut the f*** up. That's why your man divorced your whole ass. I ain't worried about you. I don't give a fuck, bitch.
I guess I should have saw that coming. That was literally Kiki screaming. She was screaming so loud for I don't know what. She was such a a lunatic during this reunion. It was crazy.
We got some complications. Some people was running their Twitter fingers. Don't even know me. Who are you? Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Bree. How you doing? I'm Bree. You're talking to what's her name? Susan. How you doing, baby? Wait.
What's her name? You know my name.
Yes. I'm gonna clarify. She said something on Twitter talking about no peasant, right? No peasant. I used to strip 4 years ago. 4. When I was stripping, never in my life have I ever called somebody a peasant, because me stripping don't make me no better than anybody, whether I make more money than you or not, all right? It don't matter. So I was never on no peasant because any woman in this audience with the can strip. I make some good money. I'm not coming at no strippers because I used to be a dancer. I was coming at her for calling people peasants because she ain't no better than any of us who work for our money. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I could have said that sitting down, girl, but okay. I feel you. Did I turn it off? Okay. I feel you. So to address some of those things towards the end, let me see. What can I address? To be honest with you guys, I literally could care less about any of those girls except for obviously Seven and Key. I say this all the time. They're the only 2 girls I've kept up with since Bad Girls Club. They're the only 2 girls that I care about from the show. I feel like we actually formed good, genuine bonds while we were there, and we still keep up with each other on social media. But as far as the other girls, I literally blocked them off of my Instagram page years ago. And ever since then, I've never cared to anything. I've never run into them. It's never been a problem. So as far as Kiki, Sayora, and Fran, while we were on the same season, I was literally only there for 10 days. So it's what happened, everything that happened was really just stirred up. It was more stirred up towards the end because after they got home from filming, there was so many blog pages posting oh my gosh, these 2 are going at it, and it would just intensify the things. But and I feel at the reunion, the only reason I was so turned up is because I was literally turned up. I was drunk as fuck. So yeah. And then as far as Bree, I wasn't on the show with her, and what she said was not true, that she woke up one morning to me talking about her. That's not true. She actually jumped into an argument that I was having on Twitter with Sayora. Me and her were arguing about something, and we were just going back and forth. This is when they had just got off the show because they got their phones back, and I had already had my phone back because I was off the show. And her and I were going back and forth about something, and Brianna jumped into it and made a comment of something about don't get off your throne for a peasant, and she misspelled a simple word. So I just added her and was oh, you misspelled this word. I just made a joke out of it, but I never came at her directly because I didn't know her, and she included herself into that, and I just responded to her message because I was thinking who does she think she is? And she's calling her and Sayora a queen, and I'm a peasant. Who the hell are you? It was different times then, times have changed. So I look back at it and I just think it's funny that she would make such a comment about me. But yeah, to wrap it all up, that was my reaction, my baddest moments. I literally couldn't care less about those other girls. I only cared about Seven and Key, and I still care about them to this day. As far as the other girls, like I said, I could care less about them or who they are. I don't think we'll ever run into each other. Maybe if we run into each other, we can be cool, or there's definitely never gonna be no beef. You'll never get that reaction out of me today because for one, this was years ago, and I'm not a person that likes drama or that type of attention. When I was younger, maybe I was a little more careless and didn't really, you know, like the drama, I guess, of today, it would never even be around me. So yeah, there'll never be any more beef with me and any of those girls. It was years ago. Definitely grown from it, moved on from it, and I'm glad that I'm finally addressing all these things, but I feel like I've never really talked about it. Like I never really talked about my experience on Bad Girls Club, just because, number one, it's so cringy to look back. Like, if I could do it all over again, I would do it so differently, but I can't. So lesson learned. Too bad I had to learn that lesson and watch it along with everybody else. But it is what it is. I'm not proud, but I'm also not ashamed, because it was me, and it was a part of my life, something I take with me all the time. But I just know anytime somebody approaches me and tells me, oh my gosh, I know you from Bad Girls Club, like, I automatically know you have the wrong impression of me. And yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and give me your feedback. What do you guys want to see more of? Yeah, so this is me getting started with my YouTube journey. I wanted to get that out of the way because that's what I get the most questions about. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back with more videos.